Show me how. All right, I'm going to show you guys how I'm doing this tiny house shear wall. Since this is only a 16 by 24, it's just a rectangle. There's one interior wall that segregates the bathroom from the rest of the studio, which is going over here, which is a California channel. So I'm shearing up the walls before I stand them. So all I'm doing right now is I'm laying out another wall 16 on center using my stick, my marking stick, and you can find these anywhere at your nice favorite orange or blue location. All right, this is an old one, vintage, all aluminum. It was made by, is it Paris? Yeah, Paris Enterprise, Walnut City of Industry, California. So you know if it was made in California, that was 1,000 years ago. Because if it was made there today, it'd cost you $1,000 for one. So, just laying it out, that's a layout stick. That's what they're called, layout sticks, 16 on center, which we have right now. My good buddy here, he's only 14 and he's learning how to do all this while he's going to school accelerating. Adrian is knocking him out of the park. So I'm just gonna do this corner. Then I got a buddy coming from California. I'm in Spring Valley right now in the middle of Arizona, and it's beautiful. So it's Saturday, November, I think, what is it, the 26th or something, after Thanksgiving 2023. And this is what we're doing. All right, so and this gun it's on its last limbs, all right, but it's working barely. All right, so what you're gonna do is you try to flush these out by picking them up, and my gun, the fasteners, get the pry bar right there. Yeah. And what you do is you want to get it really nice. Then you shim it up at the bottom here. Remember, folks, push it over. Push that one over. I'm an old gasser. There you go. Good, good. So, on these 2x4 216 penny nails, preferably a 3.5. Don't use a 3. 2x6, 3 nails. I've got two California channels over here. This one I don't need any. So again, California channels are in the corner. They also provide backing for your perpendicular wall. Again, this is the bathroom wall, and the laundry room that comes down, this is the rest of the tiny house. I showed you the other video of the joists. We're on 5-foot columns, flood zone. Trust me, there's no tsunami coming here. But you know how the government is. They make you over-engineer everything, and they put all the responsibility on the engineer, which is why you folks need to understand why everything costs so much and quit complaining. It's because all the liberals tilt that up. All the liberals, you know, make you over-engineer everything. Arizona's not near as bad as California. Folks, wait around. I'll stand this wall up. Come on, tap that out a little bit. So air's on the last load, folks. for a minute. Okay, folks, I'm going with a T, not a T. Oh, he's going to mark that with a T square, Adrian, and I'm shearing this off vertically, this wall. All right, and so what you do is, you know, obviously your sheets are super square. So if you make sure they're square when you're sheeting it off, then you're going to be in good shape, okay? And I'll check that as I go. Folks, I'm going to try to see where I'm at now. Be right back. All right, okay. So I got him using a T-square just to show you folks that this is relatively fast too. If he has a pin on him, which he's really going slow-mo right now. Anyways, you folks get the idea. Just run a T, and you can just, okay. And that's what we're doing. Then we're going to stand it up, and I'll show you how that works out. Now again, there's a schedule to nailing this. It's usually like 3-inch on the sides, 6-inch in the field. I'm going to look up what he's calling out for. But again, folks, this is just a tiny house. There's a big bug creek right behind these places here. And if you go on the other side, way off onto the other side, they're all stick-built houses. This used to be a mobile home park back in the 60s for people to get out of Phoenix when it was a furnace. And then the tweakers and hillbillies came in when everybody abandoned it, and a lot of places never had a property on it. And if they never had a structure, they have to stick build. This is being stick built because it's in a flood zone. So if any of those go down because there's a creek behind it, it's stick built time, meaning off the ground, 5 foot, which is a joke, as though this is Hawaii. So you can see chalk lines, T-square. All right, and we'll stand her up in a minute. Remember, ring nails or just 8 or just 8D nails. So folks, we're gonna pick this one up, this wall here, and we're gonna throw it over in this corner. I have not plated this. I haven't done any layout because there's really nothing to lay out. So being a finish guy, I think I can get this pretty square without the layout. But we'll see what happens. So stay to the end, and I'm gonna keep this rolling. Get some, folks, I'm gonna put it temporary, okay? Okay, folks, it's taking a little bit more. I'm gonna put these blocks on that other wall. You need to block off so it doesn't fall down. You know what you're up against, flush. All right. What I'll do is eyeball it because I don't have my level on me. I don't have nothing on me. So I'm not worried about that. Most important thing I'm worried about, and you should be worried about, is square. Again, Pythagorean, you know, the old a squared, b squared, c squared. All right, which is 3, 4, 5, 18, 24, 30. So any increment like that is good. Obviously, this is a joke. All right, but for kicks and giggles, now what we'll do here, remember 3, 4, 5, so you can do 6 foot, 8 foot, 10 foot. So let's do that. Let's do 6 foot. All right. So my 10-foot spot, if that is there, is right here. Which means I'm off about a 1/2 of an inch. So what I'll do is look, come in here, okay? It's good, yeah, beautiful. I mean, we're an eighth of an inch by sight, folks. So what I'll do is I might throw another temp here, and that's it. Wait till my buddy comes from California. It's gonna be easier on me. All right, I'll show you what I did on those blocks. So this is vertical shear wall, horizontal shear. It's not supposed to really matter. All right, there's those blocks I temped for you folks. That's it. I'm not gonna worry about plumbing any of this right now. All right, I'll do that after. Obviously before I get the truss. Okay, thank you. Show me how. Just showed you how on a super long video. Okay, so this is what we're looking like. I'm routing these out down, but I forgot to put trimmers inside of this window after I stood it up. So I had to route that up. But this is what the little tiny's looking like. So far, it's a 1/4 inch out of square. Hallelujah, 24 by 16. We'll go inside now. Okay, so here's what we're doing. We're doing all these in modulars, 8-foot modulars. So you can see where I've got double studs here. See the double studs? There's the channel right here for the bathroom, okay? And this just comes all the way down, and it'll be on the other wall, you'll see in a minute. And you'll see I put those trimmers in afterwards, darn it, and it was so much harder to route. Now my router's twisted a little bit, but I think it's good enough because we really only have one more opening with a window and the other ones are doors. So I may just have Scott overhang the shear, or I will. But so what we've done throughout this whole job, and I had the kid with me trying to give him some work till Scott got here. He came from Cal and I'm in AZ. I was in Cal and we're working on this. He's doing a phenomenal job, and so he's marking out his studs, and then that's what we've been doing basically. I just wanted to show you it's doable. 6 by 12 on the schedule for the shear. We were nailing a little bit more aggressively like the California standards, like 3 and 6. So I'm gonna have him back it off. We'll go 3 and 6 and 12. And I'll try to show you the router here in a few minutes. The panel that's down below, we're gonna put on after this one. And that panel that he's doing right now is going to go right here, which is the tiny little bathroom. And there's gonna be a laundry room in there and maybe the tankless, I'm not sure. I may have to reconfigure that because again, I bought these plans already pre-designed and stamped and approved, okay? All right, folks, so here's the panel made up. Now my router's fouling up. So you can see here, you just route out your opening. This is a panel. They're all 8-foot panels, kind of a little tilt up concept. Some are a little bit smaller. This one's like 81 inches. We're gonna throw it up and I'll just continue and show it at the end. Well, maybe I'll run this video right now a little bit. Let's pop it up, Scott. So we're just grabbing some scrap, whatever, 2 by 6. Hey, not those. Oh. So we're just grabbing scrap. We're gonna put one on the back side of the other wall, the wall that's standing, so we can flush it this side to that existing wall, and then he's gonna put one at the floor level, so this side doesn't want to fall over. That's it, folks. Scotty will nail that one off. You guys got a good idea, right? So you can see the double studs everywhere where the panels have gone together. And that's the bathroom. And I don't know what he's doing. All right. This is what it looks like, the tiny house. Little background. So I still haven't finished routing this because my router was pooping out. I guess I was asking too much of it. Actually burned a bearing up, so I had to get another bit. And I'm still asking too much of it. So here you folks got, it's 24 by 16. I've got this overhang, and what I'm gonna do is probably take it here and flare it over to where your entry is going to be the entry here with the landing right here. So stay with me here on this one. You can see came out pretty good. All right, and we will take this over a little bit more. And this is what a tiny house looks like, raised on some girders and pillars. It's a true tiny house. It'll just be a shed style roof. And that's it, folks. It's actually pretty good. Now, I could show you the inside. I can't anymore because, but we'll save that for another day. So you walk in, it's just an open room, and then there's the bathroom partition, okay? All right, show me how. I just showed you how to frame up and shear wall a tiny house. 6 and 12. You can see the pattern, 6 and 12. I started like 3 and 6. I will tap some of those back in. They may call me out and want to strap this edge, and we'll see. Meaning I would have to put some straps right here. Okay, all right. All right, so I finished routing. My router was giving me a hard time. So this is what it looks like, folks. This is a tiny house, a true tiny house, 385 square feet, roughly. That's a kitchen window, entrance. Here's a bathroom window that I actually had to catch because it was in the wrong location. It was too close to the outside wall. And a shower tub combo, usually you're running at about 36. That window would have been halfway in. That's about 36, 38 right there. The window, you'll see the seam, that joint right there where I was at originally, but I caught it before everything else went in. So that's one of the benefits to kind of somewhat know it when you're doing. Ha ha ha. I'm gonna keep that deck up there, hopefully. It's my water line. I'm having to do work, and don't go anywhere, and I'll show you the inside real quick. This is that deck. I want to keep. He called for just a little landing, a 4-foot landing right here, which would have been about the width of 3 joists or 4 joists. That's silly. I want to have the deck come over here a little bit. So you walk in, and here it is. I also extended the windows a foot because it would have been really dark and gloomy. Nice view on the kitchen. Yeah, it's a reverse setup on the front door aspect. I'm surprised they allowed it, but again, I bought it this way just to Airbnb it or rent it out. I'm probably just gonna rent it out. There's a kitchen, sorry, the bathroom window. So you can see a tub shower combo is to here. And originally, if you see the joint, it lined up over here. There wouldn't have been enough room. So I caught that, and I'll show you the next phase when I roll the troise, roll the truss, the troise. That's like half truss, half joist. And yep, 2 by 6, typical 4-inch headers, and that's it. Thank you for watching, and subscribe, follow, etc. Shear panel, I use 5/8 drywall, 5/8 plywood. I'm getting tired. 3/4 inch TNG, which was a little sloppy, but most of it came out good. Once I get a big sledgehammer, I can see the joints. All right, show me how.